Hey you guys, Dagger here again for another story. This is my 7th time in the day recording this because of all the interruptions I'm getting today. And this week's not going to be a good week because this is the week I'm getting ready for school, my senior year, high school. And I have to say, I'm ready to be done with high school. But anyways, might as well get into the story. It's really annoying me having to restart so many times. So, a week ago, I posted a story about a kid with a Mustang. Now, this is a part 2, but not of the same kid. So, let's just say there will be 3 parts. So, next week, expect another part, unless I do it on Friday, which I might do. Now, with that being said, so I'm going to get right into the story. So, we have got a guy with a 2003 red convertible Mustang GT that used to drive through the neighborhood at high speeds. Now, the neighborhood is a very busy and populated street. Well, at least for our city. And basically, we have a lot of kids that play on this street. Speed limit is 25 on the street. And this guy, he'll speed around, corners and stuff going 60 and whatnot. And, we've had problems with people with Mustangs, besides my uncle, for about 6 months. And they've about hit kids and stuff like that. And it's just, it surprises me. But at the same time, it doesn't surprise me. So, basically, sports cars, pony cars, muscle cars, they get a bad rap because of teenagers driving irresponsibly, drunk driving, or even you've got people in their 20s, all the way up to the end of their 20s, early to late 20s, with big egos driving these vehicles. And that's the reason we get the bad rap for the cars, and why older people probably don't like them. You got also many other factors such as playing loud music, which I still do. I still do that, and it's because of the sub I've got in it. But I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, on with the story. So this guy speeds around corners and stuff. He almost hits my sister one day. So my dad and I decide to follow him to his house and let him know, hey, you almost ran over, my sister, and it's not okay. He starts cursing at us and stuff, saying, you get your bitch off the street and this and that, and I'm like, whoa. Well, he called my sister a bitch. And so I was ready to really hurt him. But it wasn't a smart idea if I would. So, my father was ready to hurt him too. But we decided to take it the safe and smart route, whatever. And we decided to talk with a police officer that was down the street from us. This police officer hid behind our cars, which, we had them in our driveway, and they were blocking the guy's view. So, for about the first few weeks that the cops set up there, he pulled the dude over twice, and then after that, 2 more times. And basically, the dude finally started getting the memo that he should not drive through our neighborhood. And, since then, he has not driven through the neighborhood. We have not had a problem with him, But the deal is, he's still, where I see him, he's still driving fast. He tries to race me on the road. I don't care for race. I really don't care for race. Racing on my vehicle, I don't do it with people. Because, they target sports cars and stuff like that. Sports, muscle, whatever else. Anyways, the whole point I'm getting at here in this video is we have to be responsible. Even with these cars, people take it egotistically. And I used to be that way, and every now and then I will be that way. And it's not okay to do, I will admit. And, people need to take up responsibility, drive safer, and they just need to drive safely so they don't hit kids, because it's not going to be okay to end a kid's life, a kid that is, anywhere under, just in general, any kid. And because ending their life, they're not going to get to see the joys of the world. They're not going to get to live a full life. And people need to be responsible, but being teenagers, we think we all know everything. I will admit that. And I've kind of calmed down, and it's one of those things. We think we know everything, but we really don't. Now, there are a lot of us that know a lot of stuff out there. And it's just, I can't go on with teenagers or anything, but teenagers and people in their early to late 20s really don't have much to talk on. They really don't. And their big ego is what gets people hurt. It is. Don't race people unless you're on a professional track. Down here we've got Thunder Valley, which is a 4th mile track. And it's a straight track. So, I mean, that's where people should race. Not on the streets, and yeah, we've got the street outlaws and whatnot, but I've seen many of them wreck. I have. And it's just a danger overall to people when other people just are not responsible with their vehicles. But I understand people getting a big ego. I really do, because sometimes, rarely if ever, I will now, but I've come to cherish my vehicles, so I've become on the side of driving within the speed limit. Now, sometimes I'll go over, but not very much. Anyways, not gonna brag on myself. Long story short, just people be responsible. And I know it's hard for teens. You don't have perfect teens that do it. Nobody's ever perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. There is not a thing as perfection. So just drive as good as you can. I mean, really, it's not worth taking a little one's life just because you're going fast, because you've got a branded sports muscle pony car. It's just not worth it. Now, if you guys did like this video or enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on social media, comment, let me know what I can do better or what you thought of the video. And otherwise than that, guys, I mean, I'm going to leave you guys with, this last bit of information. So school is coming up, and I'm going to cut back on uploading. Now, when school comes back, I'm going to do about twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. Mondays, it's really going to be stories, is what it's going to be. Fridays, I'm going to spend the whole week editing a single video, maybe 2. But I'm going to be editing videos for you guys, and it'll make them more interesting. I'm going to do some, not necessarily YouTube collabs, but collabs with some of my friends on Xbox. So, plan to see people like Bear, JG, Ocular, and people like that to join me in some episodes. And, I hope to see some more of you guys in the future. Now, the last bit, sorry that I said that last time, but last bit, I found a free place to edit thumbnails, so I will be having thumbnails now. So, that's what I'm going to leave you guys off with. Otherwise than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, you guys.